1-2 heat. We're back with the second and last match of the weekend, the day I should say. Last match of the weekend here at Crown Town Clash. Silver pool. This will determine second place finish in the silver. Sorry, working on getting our app set up here. Getting connected to Wi-Fi. Got it. Bailey's the first server. We're up and rolling. That's a point. Azul looking to connect on that. It hits in. That's a kill. Daly on the serve. Shorten into the net. Service error. Royal getting the side out. It's 2-1. OKC up by 1 here in set 1. There's the serve. Emily. Daly. It's 2-2. Defensive error there by OKC. Royal on the serve. We're 2-2 in set 1. Daly. Free ball overpass. That works. It's 3-1. We'll bring Azul up to serve. And I apologize. There's Ava on the starting libero swap. Been in on since the first serve. Azul to the middle back. And the 5 slid over into the 6 hole to take it. Right side. The defensive touch error there. It's 3-3. Royals on the serve after that side out. Ava. There's the serve out the end line. Service error. OKC ties it up 4-4. Sailboats on the board. Libero swap will bring Hadley back to serve. Maddie into the front row. To the 5, played by the 4. 4 on the attack, over the block. Yep, catches line, that was in. Royals back up by 1. It's 4-5. OKC in a hole here in set 1. Royals with the serve, out the end line. It's 5-5 on the service error. Brings up Charlotte to serve. It's sent to the 5. The 6 slid over and took it. Ball on the court. We're going to replay that. Replay that service on the errant ball from the neighboring court. It happens in volleyball. Charlotte with the serve. On the 1-6 seam, played by the 1. Free ball. Azul. Charlotte looking for Maddie out of the middle. Swipes around the block and down. That's a kill. 6-5. OKC up by 1 here in set 1. Charlotte sends it cross, trying to catch line or hands. Service error, it's 6-6. Royal with the serve. Same mistake. So if they miss a serve and we miss a serve, did anybody really miss a serve? It's 7-6 OKC on top, or 6-7 on your screens. There's the serve to the 5, handled by the 4. Maddie making sure it stays over where it belongs. It's undo that. There we go. It's 8-6. There's the serve from Emily. Handled well. Here comes under the net. 9-6 OKC on top. Timeout. KElitesVBC still I got nothing. Half the alphabet takes a timeout. It's 9-6 OKC on top by 3 here in set 1 of match 2 on the day here in this silver pool. Timeout's over. Emily is still serving. It's 9-6. Set 1. Lofted ball to the back. Roll shot. Yep. Trickles it over. Royal getting the side out of the timeout. That's 9-7. OKC up by 2. KElites with the serve. Hadley. Charlotte on the tip. That'll work. Charlotte calling her own number. Sending it. There's our libero swap. Jessa into the front row. Maddie's coming back to serve. It's 10-7. OKC Heat up by 3. There's the serve. On back towards the middle back there. The 1 slid over to take it. 6 helps it. We're going to call it an ace. Here's the serve from Maddie. OKC with the lead by 4. The 1 takes it. Bumped. Looking for the outside. Roll shot over. Maddie. Charlotte. Azul tips around the block. It's dug out. Punched over. Whoosh. OKC point. It's 12-7. That was a tight ball. Maddie on the serve. The middle back, really the 2 step back to take it. That's going to be out. We're going to call it an ace. Second touch didn't really have any chance for the third to send it over. It's 13-7. Maddie on the serve to the 1. Bump. Swiped over. M. There's the side out on a little defensive miscommunication. Brings up our libero swap. Ava into the back row. It's 13-8. OKC on top by 5 here in set 1. There's the serve. Royals getting an ace and back within 4. Royal, not Royals, Royal. There was no S. There's the serve, big booming ball out the end line. Service error after that ace makes it 14-9. OKC Heat on top by 5. Daly coming at you to serve. On the 5-6 seam, ooh, just long of the court, made him think about it. Service error, it's 14-10. Heat still holding a 4-point lead. There's the serve, shorten into the net. Service error there makes it 15-10. We missed a serve, they missed a serve, nobody missed a serve. Azul coming back to serve. OKC up by 5. And we're off to the 5. We'll get a bump. Well, looks like a push. Daly shooting corner. That'll work. 16-10, catching them on their heels a little bit there. OKC up to a 6-point lead. Azul still serving. To the middle back. Played by the 2. Received there by Azul. That's a kill by Jessa. From an assist from Daly there. Off Azul's dig. 17-10, OKC on top by 7 here in set 1. Azul sends us into play. Shooting for the campfire, the 2 took it again. Right side roll shot. Daly defends it well. Ava dropping a dime. Emily sending it over. That's going to be a kill for him. 18-10. OKC up by 8. A little out of system work there, going in the Heat's favor. Azul sends it. Looking 1-6 seam, played by the 2 again. Jessa on the attack into the campfire. Punched over and in, catches tape, undefended there. 18-11. On that side out, Heat still hold a 7-point lead. KElite with the serve. Emily, Azul. M sends it over. Looks like we'll get a middle push. Okay, Emily, Daly, looking for Jessa, shortening into the net. Hitting error. Royals back within 6. 18-12 here in set 1. There's the serve. Ava. Daly back sets, looking for Jessa. Over through the block, I should say. That's a kill. (19-12). OKC up by 7. Hadley coming back to serve. Hadley sends it to the 6. It's not going to get back over in 3. That's actually an ace. We're going to correct that there. There we go. OKC first to the red zone. It's 20-12 here in set 1. Here's the serve from Hadley. Out of the campfire, dug up. Into the block. Maddie and Charlotte combining. Maddie getting the touch on that. Sends it over. Azul. Daly looking for Charlotte on the roll to the corner. Sails long. 20-13. OKC up by 7 here in set 1. Looking cross. Azul gets under that. Daly able to keep it up. Maddie tight tip to the on the net. That's going to fall. It's 21-13. OKC up by 8. Might have been a wet spot on the floor or before or after that. Coach helping it out. There we go. Charlotte serve on the 5-16, handled by, I believe, the 5. Roll shot, out the end line. Hitting there, it's 22-13. OKC in control of 3 from the finish in set 1. There's the serve. Oh, that was going to be awesome had it rolled over. Service error, side out, 22-14. OKC still on top by 8. The serve. Daly strong one arm, sends it over. One arm sends it back. Hadley bumping, looking for Emily through the block. Bumped over. Charlotte. Hadley looking for Azul from the pipe. That's a kill. 23-14 will bring Emily up to serve. OKC 2 from the finish, up by 9. Emily puts us in play on the 1-16, played by the 1. Look at the right side push. Hadley, Charlotte looking for Daly from the right side, shortened into the net. Hitting error gets the side out for KElites. It's 23-15. Here's the serve. Big booming ball. Hadley's under it. Charlotte sets. Looking for Daly out of the middle. Tips around the block into the campfire. Dug and overpassed out. Undo that. No, that was right. There we go. Maddie's serving on that libero swap. Jess is in. Maddie. Daly shortening into the tape there. Side out here. Hitting error fins off set point 1. There's our libero swap, brings Ava back in. Set point number 2, Royal KElites on the serve. Sends it, shallow ball. Emily slides to take it back there. Charlotte looking for Azul out of the middle. Big swing, that's a kill. That'll end it. (25-16) is your final of set 1. Stand by, 3 minutes or less. Bring up set number 2. Told you in the last match, this is the last one on the weekend after this. OKC Heat families that are here will hit the road, head back to the 5-ish hour drive for the 5-ish hour drive for everybody to get back to the homes. OKC will be off for about 2 weeks. Be back in action last weekend in February in Tulsa at the Black and Gold Brawl.
Dominating, we're killing it. Yes, 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 we're the best.
There's Coach Maddie's take on the weekend.
Can you believe we're down 4 players? I mean, come on.
True story, down 4 players.
Oh shoot, what do we have to say? Hey. Yeah,
we're gonna win really quick, and then we're going home.
And then go home.
Not sure what voodoo Emily just did, but we'll see what happens. All right, girls getting crazy. get these lineups checked and on with the show. Having technical problems real quick. Hopefully I can get them situated before it's time to get going. Yep, got it. All right. We're ready to play. Lineups to check. There's our libero swap. KElites will start with the serve for set number 2 of this last match of Silver Pool. There's the serve, Azul. Daly gets under that. Looking for Jessa, off high hands, dug by the libero. Middle attack over. M digs that out. Jessa again, off high hands. That'll work. OKC getting on the board first with that side out. Bring up Azul to serve first. It's 1-0 in set 2. To the 6th, the libero handle that. We'll get a free ball back. Azul gets under it. Daly looking at M. Tight ball, able to tip it over and get the kill. (2-0) OKC on top. Azul still serving, and we're off on the 5-6 seam, played by the 5. Pushed over by the 3 there. Azul, Daly looking for Charlotte. Off high hands and the tape, that'll work. It's 3-0 OKC on top here in set number 2. Shallow ball to the 5. That's an ace. It's 4-0 OKC on top in set 2. Timeout KElites. They want to talk about it this early on in set number 2. Recounting for the folks at home, we are without 4 players. MK and Bella unfortunately had conflicts that couldn't make the trip this weekend. Aretzi suffering a minor injury, hopefully minor injury, yesterday's play. So down her today, and of course Mia there in your frame, out for a little bit. Believe she's having surgery this coming week to get that knee corrected. Hopefully we see her back in 4 to 6 weeks. Enough of that, these 8 are hanging strong. Azul with the serve to the 5. Tipped over, Daly high pass like she should, and Ava sent it to the back row. Libero to libero there, free ball. Libero giving it a ride over. Azul, Daly into the campfire. That's 5-0 OKC on top in set 2. Azul serving to the 5 again. Blockers there to make sure it doesn't come back over. It's 6-0. Sorry, I need to correct that. That goes as an ace. 6-0 OKC. There's the serve. 5-6 seam area. The 5 takes it. Back set. We'll get a right side roll shot. Daly. Jessa on the dump. Punched over. Daly. Send it to the libero. Yep. Finds court. There's the side out. KElites on the board. Six to 1. Ava's under that one. Daly back sets looking for Jessa. Off high hands. Yep, got to replay that one as it was blown dead too quickly. It happens. Yours truly has done that a time or two. And that's what you do. You go to the replay. My bad, there was a touch. Okay, here's the serve over again. 6-1. Ava Daly looking for Charlotte out of the middle. Around the block, Daly. Ava bumping, looking for Charlotte again. Over the block to the corner. Hand passed. And going backwards. That'll be a kill. Libero swap. Brings Hadley into serve. OKC on top 7-1 here in set number 2 of this last match of the weekend. Hadley sends us into play. The two kind of step back there to take it out of the campfire. Daly, Hadley. M sends that over. It's 8-1, OKC on top by 7. The serve at the 1, passed. Looking outside, cut between the sticks, shallow. Just a step off there, sends it under the net. It's 8-2, OKC on top by 6. There's the serve, Hadley. Daly. Miscommunication there between who was going to take it and send it. 8-3. Silly mistake we need to clean up. We still got a 5-point lead. KElites on the serve. Azul. Daly. M rolling that one into the campfire. Libero steps to take it. Middle. Gives it off the block and down. 8-4. Maddie getting a touch on that. There's the serve, Hadley. Maddie keeping that back into play. Good hustle. Charlotte sends it over. We're going to back up 1 second. I do want to highlight Maddie's effort there. And now we'll score that point. It's 9-4. Charlotte's up to serve. OKC on top by 5. Charlotte sends deep ball to the 6. Maddie on the overpass. That's a solo kill. Calling her own number on that one. 10-4. Putting it on the line. OKC on top by 6. Charlotte on the serve. To the 1. Passed. Bumped. And free ball from the middle. Hadley. Charlotte. That's going to be a tough one. It comes back between the sticks. Shallow. It works. Great effort. Hang on. We need to get that highlighted for Miss Daly there. Getting that pulled back between. And we're going to stand by a second. That may get undone as over the stick. We'll see here just a second on what the call ends up being. This is what officials do. You got to come together, talk it out, and make sure you see, get everyone's impression of what you saw on the tough ball and see what the final outcome is here. Either way, Daly, that was an awesome effort to get that one between the sticks. And we're ready for a call. It's going to stay OKC's point. Oh, 11-4 on a tight ball. Up by 7. Charlotte sends it to the 5. It's overpassed. Hadley. Charlotte. Maddie from the middle. Over the block. Dug out by the libero. Smacked over. Azul. Charlotte bumping. Looking for M. Tight to the net. Cuts it around the block. That's a kill. 12-4. OKC on top here in set 2. Charlotte sends us into play. Dug out by the libero, thrown over. Hadley, Maddie. Yeah, that doesn't come back over between the sticks. Okay, we're gonna keep grinding. Charlotte, Hadley, Azul gives it a tip over from the back row. Pop, pop, M. That finds the ground. We're gonna see if this stands. I do think that was over the antenna, but okay, line called it that it was in the antenna, so OKC point, 13-4. Charlotte serving on the 5-6 seam. The 6 really took that. Right side punched. Azul, oh, good diving effort, Azul. But that does fall for the Royals, KElites. It's 13-5, OKC up by 8 here in set number 2. Good defensive hustle there. The serve, Azul. Miscommunication on second touch. 13-6, OKC on top by 7. KElites with the serve, midpoint here. Yep, catches corner. That's an ace. OKC up by 6. KElites stringing a few together here. It's 13-7 here in set number 2. There's the serve, shortened end of the net. That service there will end it. The run, it's 14-7. OKC still up by 7. This will bring Emily up to serve. Set 2, second match of the day, last of the weekend. Here we go. Emily sends it to the 1. Bumped. Smacked over. Charlotte gets there. Hadley helps it. Charlotte's able to free ball that shallow. One arm gets it up. Maddie contests it. Okay, it's sent down. Good scrappy effort there by KElites. It's 14-8. OKC Heat still on top by 6. The serve, Azul. Charlotte looking for Azul from the outside. Dug by the 6, smacked over. Emily defends the donut there, pushed over. That's a double, but not called. Charlotte to Maddie over the block. That's a kill. That'll bring up our libero swap. 15-8. OKC on top by 7. Jessa into the front. Maddie back to serve. Shallow to the 6, played really by the 3. Free ball, shortened into the net. 16-8, OKC on top by 8. Push 4 points, get to the red zone first here in the last match of the day. Sent, that's an ace. 17-8, OKC up by 9. There's the serve going to the 5-6 seam, played by the 6 really out of it. Back row, libero, 2M. Charlotte dumps it. Defended, pushed. Yep, catches in. Getting the side out at 17-9, brings up our libero swap. Ava into the back row. OKC on top by 8. KElites with the serve. Cross court and out. Service error, it's 18-9. OKC up by 9. Daly up to serve. Our friends from OKC Ignite on the court next to us. Go Ignite! On to the recording there. Daly on the serve to the 5. Up and out on the send over. Heat on top by 10. I was cheering you guys on. Up by 10. Daly on the serve. Sends it to the corner. Oh, just long of the court. Good idea there. OKC on that service error, still up by 9. KElites with the serve, 19-10 here in set 2. Sends it. Azul, Daly into the donut. Libero gets there. Jessa hits the antenna. That's Heat point. And back to serve is Azul at 20-10. OKC in the red zone. 5 to the finish. There's the serve to the 6th spot, really taken by the 5. Overpass, Daly. Azul setting, looking for Charlotte. Over the block, dug by the libero. Front set, middle. Can swing out, no touch on the block. Hitting error, attack error there. 21-10. OKC up by 11. Here in the red zone, 4 to the finish. Heat looking to take this final match. There's the serve. That's an ace. Azul getting it done there, 22-10. OKC 3 from the finish, 12-point lead. There's the serve. The 5 slid over to take it out of the 6 area. Back set, right side. Around the block, Azul on the dig. Daly to Charlotte, around the block, and in. 13-10, OKC 2 points from the finish. 23-10, OKC 2 points from the finish. Up by 13. Azul sends it, shallow ball played by the 4 and shanked away. That's an ace. 24-10 brings up match point number 1. OKC Heat on top. Azul sends it, shallow ball. The 1 slid over to take it out of the 6th spot. Bump pass to the right. Off the block and down. Jessa getting the solo block, the only block of the weekend, into the match, 25-10. Your OKC Heat coming up second in this silver pool.